guys. Part 2. I'm so thankful for this opportunity to give these messages to you. I learned a lot. I played that back, and there was a lot of good messages. I hope that message helped more than the both of us. We're using the karmic deck to figure out that situation a little clearer. Four of Cups and the Three of Wands. Remember, the third party could be also their awakening. That is taking up their time too. And they may make it seem as if it's other women. You also have to understand they're coming from insecurity, and that's also a possibility. Regardless of all possibilities, you have to stay strong. And we're doing runes too, so this is gonna be fun. Any other messages? And what divine masculine is currently thinking towards divine feminine underneath it all. Three of Wands, 11, and Ace of Pentacles. Overall outcome for the end of December. I'm sorry, the end of November. Another 3. That makes 3. Alright, you guys. Okay. We also have the 9 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and I believe this is the Moon card. I've had these charging overnight with this Herkimer Diamond because these messages were left over from part 1 of your reading, as well as a few more these. So I do want to get through those. And a few questions you also still had unanswered about your work situation and distance. Let me get that up 1 sec. Okay, your 6th question was, why was the universe giving you contracts that keep you away from your kids? And what I had for those these two were for your motherhood question, sexuality. Notice her on the picture. That's your essence. The way only basically mothers have. It's a different type of love. Even her locket, you know, I'm hearing the word transparent. Once you're a mom and you do learn how to, when you're raising your kids, you're always transparent because they are. So it seems like that energy would be what divine masculine needs. So someone commented in the part 1 video that is part of the design, and it's interesting because that's what I was thinking, that divine masculine needs someone who works for their heart, for God, which is perfect career. It would be fitting mother. Yeah, they're extending. They're not afraid to love wildly, fiercely, balanced. So your sexuality also is understood. I'm getting. See, self-respect. Once you understand yourself, you can respect and love yourself and love others and respect others in a deep level too. Okay, that also has to do with who you are meant to be. And as a twin, so why do you get jobs, contracts that career-wise are keeping you perhaps farther away from your children? And I have been a firm believer, and I've said it before in other videos, that as parents, even, we're not meant to change who we are, we are meant to be. We're just meant to love our children. And so possibly what I got was that there's going to be a decision that you'll make, and there's a fortune that's going to be fortuitous, so don't worry. But there is a decision, and that could be the reason why you find yourself getting opportunities, but that put you at a distance, because you'll need that clarity, you'll need that space, that sound mind that can only be attained through distance. It is a gamble, but then there's things like Skype, and you don't know how long. You perhaps would just take this risk and then they send you right back somewhere closer, but now you have a higher position type of thing. Oh, there's 2 cards stuck behind. I thought there was. See? Mastery. Maybe that means something to you through that career. I'm not sure what an augur is, but he looks like a master of what he does. And this is a dicey situation, but again, with the fortuitous fortune cookie card, it's like the world card, some good changes. Also like the stars card, excuse me, in the Lanegan tarot deck, meaning a positive outcome. So it's going to require a decision and clarity with that. But again, I think this is your journey. You know, we get things that we can handle, and also things that we have to use yin and yang. Yanging it out, okay? I'll pick some clarifiers for you on that one. About this job, Archangel, Uriel, Zakiel, please, Michael. About this job opportunities far away. How is this helping? Why? I'll pick why with 2 decks. Why? Okay, so that's a fragmented card. Why, please? And I think possibly that's where you'll find yourself. It's your journey. Or another journey that you may not understand. You do have the miracle card as well. Anything else? Anything? bottom we have grace. So try and see the positive, because with the fragmented card, it means there's parts of you that are uncovered. Maybe you have been hiding, or are starting to emerge that you thought you've already purged out, and that could be helpful more when you have time to yourself and or privacy. Archangel Gabriel is here, messenger of creativity and hope. Boom, there's hope a lot in this reading already, and this is the career focus section of your questions. So Archangel Gabriel is trying to send you a message, 11:11 on the clock, of creativity and hope. So it could be related to this twin flame thing. You may need children to not be so much of a factor at the moment. Maybe not. Enlightenment. Pursue spiritual growth. So I think this is I'm getting the energies that your journey is just looking like this, and it's taking you possibly far. But I don't see it as a bad thing. I don't see it as a permanent thing either. Unicorn, invite serendipity. See, this is why I'm thinking you may even meet your twin out there, or learn something that you'll bring back and help him learn about himself. Also could be a possibility with this fragmented stuff. Self-respect and sexuality as well could be key aspects to that. Your cards for his situation, what's going on with your divine masculine, and this could also be, it's fitting for mine, and it could be fitting for many others. So with the Three of Wands next to the Four of Cups, if you look closely, it looks like this person got drained. This girl, it could also just be there that this is you, since they're naked, so very true beings. For what they wanted, they could have been honest, even if it is about not love, not so positive, or more carnal desires. But look, if you see him, he looks like he's done something where he knows he needs to be on a spiritual path. He looks gone. Also, looks like he's taken out a lot on himself. Look, there's blood, and none on her. So, like, makes me think again that divine masculine is not hurting himself. It's a rite of passage if he has to do these things, and we have to understand that we're also the same. We can't deny our interpersonal relationships either. You just have to be balanced and understand energy very well. So spiritually mature. But I'm getting that this person didn't have that so much so. Then again, we could be fooled by masks. They are a lot smarter than we think, okay? And a lot more spiritually mature than we think. So this is something, again, that had to happen. It is done. It seems like it's in the last remains of that, and the person next to him, which is our divine masculine, I'm getting was not happy with the outcome, with the feeling, disgruntled. He has a big cup of blood, and that could be, addiction. Also drinking could have a lot to do with it, but he's still overall not happy, and cups have to do with emotion. Next to that, we have him carrying in what I would say is divine feminine, coming back. And divine feminine could be like, some of you felt on strike lately at the end of October, but he's coming in just like we've been expecting. And then 11 card is next, and look who has been also possibly harming themselves as well, or have done a different take on it. Rite of passage. That means you set up healthy boundaries, divine feminine, even though they may have hurt you. And same thing with him. Maybe he doesn't want to do those things, like venture out, but he needs to, because maybe he just really doesn't want to mess this up with you. Because when they meet their divine feminine, I also feel their karmics make them feel like this, but they also make themselves feel like this with their divine feminine in regards to them. They feel not good enough. And when they go out with their karmic situation, or not a person, just rather alone, hermit it may hurt, see the blood on them. But it's almost something that you're doing too in a different way, and we're mirrors. See, look at you. Fears, possibly acting in off fears, also coping unhealthy. But there is a Three of Wands, so third energy is going to make him want, and I think that's desire carnally very hard, their divine feminine, because they're not satisfied anywhere else, and that's just the way, that's how it's designed to go sexually. Sacral chakras urges for them to be pulled to us, which is probably important why we should probably be pure and celibate as divine feminine before that happens. Because, see, they're not satisfied with what there is out there, and coming in strong, an Ace of Pentacles, and they mean it this time. It's almost like a vampire is willing to turn you now. Okay? Blinded. You can't get, when he comes in, you can't stop him. Look, you just can't. You can't even get his gaze because he's on a mission. And I believe that would be the mission from God, that they finally understand and stop fearing and starting to try to take care of it with other women because they want to get experience or whatever the case may be. Let's find that out. What other situation might that be? Guilt and faith. So they have faith that they can come back to you. They just may feel guilty, and as well as they may be feeling judged when they come back. So you don't want to, swing the door open too hard, but you do want, because you do want to have self-respect, but you do want to show them that there is compassion. With the holiday just been so close by, and also holiday coming up, may be the perfect time to say something divine feminine. However, I've always felt like if you feel like saying something to your divine masculine, if you feel it, don't deny it. Like they say, love was the medicine that heals all. And they say, what if it didn't work? You know what the doctor said? Up the dose, right? That's how you have to do. And to be honest, I was also at a standstill with mine. The ball was in my court, if you will. It's always in each other's court. If it's in his court, it's also in yours. So I just went ahead and stopped being, I wasn't being a brat, but a love brat. How about that? A super love, earth angel love brat. By just being a regular person with ego, feelings. And I realized through someone's reading that when they said that saying about the doctor said just up the dosage. Wow, that made a lot of sense. And so you know what? I did send out that extension of love and no expectation and just understanding and my truth to him, that I do feel grateful and that I'm thankful even on a heinous holiday like that, that I'm thankful that I carry someone around in my heart. It really feels like that. So that I miss his humor. Keep it light, and I was hoping he shot a deer out where he's at. So stuff like that, you got to keep, perfect time to come in. This is a love partnership, and you got to be that leader sometimes, and you got to let him be that leader sometimes. But before we get into your last question, or I'm sorry, these were just overall about their karmic situation questions, whether that be their spiritual awakening, hermiting it, or an actual womanizing situation. Okay, which will of course we know by now end because it's not for them, and what is yours will not be denied to you. So, alright, the 9 of Swords. I'm getting with this. A man really, really trying. The more you're sitting quiet, pretty and quiet, and just sending love, without any, form of trying to convey or convince them or thwart anything at them, just other than subtle love, real love. You'll know exactly what to say to your man. See, he's gonna break through these chains. And all you have to do is watch. Sit patiently. It takes time. It's like he's morphing into a goddamn werewolf. So, with new values, look, pentacles are the most important values to you. Morals, new, all new. This man is coming all new. And the moon, something will be uncovered to you. Maybe it'd be that you both are brand new. You maybe opening that door just a bit is being new to some of you, divine feminine. Okay, maybe even just letting him get this close or feel comfortable enough to get this close is a big feat for you guys. But what is this? The design is that he's going to come in and be your man. So you have to be, whether you are the divine feminine or masculine, you have to balance that out and not guilt him and have faith that everything has happened in accordance to plan. And again, when people ask me, and I've been there before in a karmic marriage, how can you get over say if they cheated or just disappointed you in a sense like that? And this is not a 3D partnership. Real twin flames, you'll have to understand, and I'm just on this path with you, but my take is on it. We have to just, at some point, look at it from a bird's eye view, the bigger picture, look at it from not 3D. And that even means, and it's hard some days, but that even means, what if you guys are meant to be the best of friends forever? And it's friends. What if you just have to say what if. Okay, and if you aren't there, there's some things maybe you need to purge still. But if you are, that's already a state of no conditions to love. Okay, that's having faith. So, just some stuff to think about. And the rest of your cards that I was pulling out for you regarding all your situations on, I'll go through those right now. And I think I have time, yeah. I want to do this rune stuff. I'm not sure if I have the paper for the meanings. We might have to look online. So I will probably just take a picture of this after. Or we can actually do it with cards too. Okay, first things first. So love partnership equaling a 7, spirituality. Blue, throat chakra. Communication may be happening. There's change. Leadership card. Individuality. Spiritual career. So, one thing we have to understand, that there will be times where like an ebb and flow of, I don't want to say ego, but leadership will happen. And it could be that just the energies of, they may think they're doing something right. Like they may feel, and who's to say that they're not? Like a rite of passage type of thing. To learn the lessons they need in order to come back. To want to be purified by fire to come back. Those type of things. Then that's their individual right. Their will. You want someone to be there by will, not because of a label or marriage. And you also want them to understand what's out there before, they understand the one for one. They have to see the difference. Because if you're just their first real big, intimate, not sacred, but intimate relationship, you don't want them to think that they're all like you. It's just you. And that might be the rite of passage. Have to do with that. Change and of love partnerships. Also, change. We got the 5 trouble card, but also just, there we go. 10, karmic completion. And that was the card I got from Divine Masculine for you, Divine Feminine. Karmic completion. So it could be under the love partnership card that they're done doing that. And then you have the miracle card. So keep your eyes open and your heart and mind open to that possibility, even when it is landing right above love partnerships and karmic completions with your situation of your Divine Masculine. And then we have the Despotence card. And that was what was dissipating. Okay? Despotence is also, look at her, she just feels crazy. It could be, that's why they did a lot of moving around, but that's also dissipating. Like I said, once people start dating and having new sexual experiences and meeting new people and having more new sexual experiences and more new people, it dissipates. It gets old. Okay? And guess who's getting impatient to speak up with their throat chakra? Divine Masculine. And why? Look at God, just tapping him on the shoulder the whole way, blowing the winds of whispering intuition, understanding his heart and the world he wants to make and create of his own, and not being tricked by ego. But see, to understand you were being tricked by ego, you have to go and wander, right? Follow that dragon. It is bittersweet to have to watch. That's why, Divine Feminine, you have to focus on yourself. It's better to take that leadership time and roll at the same time, mirror it on yourself and take that individuality route and use your creativity. Here we have spiritual career, and I forgot to tell you, that's what Divine Masculine said that he most loves about you. Spiritual career, right? And when I asked, what are you both? What are you two? What are you as twins? Boom, balance. Isn't that great? And when I saw this first, it's like they're sharing an eye. So it's almost like you understand each other 100%. You know why he does it before you even asked me, or if they do it as Divine Masculine in general. You already know, because you can see so clearly through what he sees. Just like if you have a son, and I told you it would give you so much even more insight about and compassion towards them, because you would have the same eye. You know what I mean? But you also have your eye, which sees one way, and then he also has his eye. Sorry about that. His, which sees another way, or possibly is more skewed one way easily. Let's see if I can get that out of the way. Okay. That should be it. Alright. And then I asked further for what he's going through to make, as in Divine Masculine, to act hurting themselves, giving themselves situations they know are not for them. And that is emotional loss. We have here someone holding their heart closed. It could be also they feel insecure and could have been hurt before, and now they're seeing it in everywhere. There's like a Fibonacci sequence there, and Fibonacci's everywhere. So maybe they're thinking that now everywhere they see, they have to protect themselves. And here we go, choose wisely. Protecting themselves and choosing wisely. It's a 5 and a 5 lining up again. There was something else I got with this card. Oh, okay. They also may feel not good enough for you, so they feel like they have to go and handle their confidence or gain whatever bits they can, even if it's false confidence, gain from whatever it is that they do. It's just trouble inside, a struggle. Okay. And for you, Divine Feminine, your cards, you got coming at you a new beginning. It could be with the same person, your twin with a new perspective. But this is took you a lot. It takes a lot of work, inner work, understanding, shadow work, understanding yourself, understanding your twin, like I said, with the 3 eyes. It takes a lot of that. It really does take a lot of that to be in this card. And that's why you're getting new love. And I think this is highly the energy in your twin flame just renewed with a new perspective. Yeah, because see, renewed after the waiting game. Now, the waiting game is like you had to orbit around that. There is no way you can skip it. And by skipping your rite of passages, you have to do that. And some of them may look like divine masculine, this card, accelerated motion card. It's because it's happening for them quicker. They're getting spiritually mature quicker. Because it's an illusion that they weren't, or that they were behind us, okay? It just was divine timing, and now, accelerated motion. And isn't time moving faster? Months going by, years going by quicker. So these challenging times are where they're at. Look at this knight. They're going through their quest, through their passage, their rite of passage, and look at the shield on there. Spirit told me that is like the face they have to have, or they felt that they needed to have. But when they meet you, they realize that they don't need that. But with the rest of the world, it seems like they do to survive. But with you, they can be their silly selves. They don't have to be part of that shield, that mask, that stoicness, But a lot of them understand they are. That's just the way they are, okay? Crown chakra. And that's an understanding you'll know. And this is making dedicated effort. Even if you feel like you've taken a break from this, but you're here watching these videos, that's loyalty. And also don't fall for the illusion, they're making an effort. Oh, the stabbing in the sacral chakra again. Making dedicated effort. The more you focus on your creativity, the more they understand, regardless of how that looks like on the outside. It could be an illusion as well that they're projecting towards you to get themselves to look macho or whatever it is. But then again, it's just all embracing new changes. You have to embrace it. They are, again, open that channel up. In a way that is, they don't feel overwhelmed, but that they do know that you're an avenue that they can understand, love, and that, this mid-November is a huge part where Divine Masculine is awaiting results, whether should they continue this type of effort, or however you may not think it looks like it is, or start over somewhere else. So make sure you at least give it a try. Don't have a fit at the last 10%, feminine. That last little piece is the hardest, but it's the most important. Okay? Those are your messages. I will have to do the runes on a different video, but here's some more of what to expect in your relationship, your union. Whoa. Okay, can I get 4? Okay. Okay, I'll take those. And that one. Celebration. Yay. Something will be uncovered. New beginnings again. Yay. That's a double. Forgiveness. Also seeing it from a new perspective, understanding everything has its meaning, will run its course. 4, spiritual growth. And it's all supporting your union. Pink. Be friendly. Support that. If you love him enough, you will allow that. I had a dream once for my twin flame. I saw him at the end of a cove into land. I was on a beach, and he waved to me, and I saw him, and as I was taking my first step towards him, in the sand towards that cove, I saw a blonde girl running up to him and them embracing. And he looked so happy. And I was going to wave him down like, no, it's me, it's me, it's me. Wrong, wrong girl, look at me, it's me. If you only seen me, you would totally pick me. But, like you were. But then, funny as it is, in the dream, I stopped myself. And I remember it was hard, but I knew it was right because he looked so happy. And I was so far away to get to him, and he was already there happy. And interesting twist to that dream, the second I turned around from looking at the cove to look at the ocean, I was being held by him. I knew it was him. Okay? So have faith, divine guidance. They're getting dreams as well. We're getting dreams. And it's important for you to hold that space and serenity. And he could feel that. Be that rock for him, because he will maybe feel these random waves of comfort and then not know where they're coming from. Just like you get these waves of crying and not know where they're coming from. But that's from him, possibly even his childhood. And when he meets you in person, he'll remember that. Feels like home. Okay? Cleansing. So both need to at least spiral out a little more stuff before you could spiral in together and be so closely intertwined. Okay? Just some more of that space junk. Stuff in the mind, beliefs, limiting stuff. Cleansing that out. Okay? I'm going to pick some and see if we can get... You know what? There's actually a way I should do this. Archangel Gabriel, Michael, Uriel, Raphael. For the collective twin flames. One, and for the specific union that this reading is for. One also. This is yours. Collectives. Alright. Now for the loved ones. This is specifically more loved ones, I believe. Do collective first. And you. One for your twin and one for you. Twin and you. Okay. You got the clear one. Oh boy. And I don't have the paper. Let me check. Here. Two, just to make sure. Alright. Let me get my phone out. The X rune. Okay. Oh, so, okay, collective. This rune is Gebo. Can also mean a partnership or union in business or in love. It can mean forgiveness, perhaps the greatest gift of all, to give or to receive. Gebo is commonly used as the sign of a kiss, the symbol of affection. Personal interpretation. I'm sorry for that. Knocked it over. A gift presents you with a choice of acceptance or rejection. So divine masculines watching and feminines, this is our union represented for the collective of what's going on. And that is that it's up to us. It's crunch time, literally, more than ever. Okay? So it's our time to reject it or to accept it. Divine feminine, we pretty much covered in the last two sessions what it means, part of the struggles at least, the challenges, obstacles, what it's going to mean, what's going to look like, what it's going to be. Maybe not forever, but right now, the energies for some divine masculine that are overcoming their dark night of soul. Okay, so accept your divine feminine duties, if you will. Okay, and your divine masculine, have faith. Having faith is a huge part of one of our duties. Okay, so now for you, let's see, how can we get this picture up? It's this rune. It looks like an arrow, half of an arrow. Let's see. Almost there. Okay. This one is Frey. Motherhood. Mother rune. Wealth. Wow. Okay, so this rune means Frey, so that has to do with motherhood. And those were a lot of your questions. You also had X as well, union. Can you see that mirroring? X, X, and the motherhood and all the spread, as well as a clear one, and that has a meaning. The clear rune, and I'll have to figure that out, but you also have B, which means birth, earth mother, birth. So lots of mother energy, earth energy, and as for the collective, you had knowledge, fire knowledge. So see, with the knowledge that we know that we have to do, like I said, as divine feminine and masculine, taking your rite of passage and believing in yourself. That's the knowledge we have to take to accept or reject this union that's here, coming here. It seems like it's already here. See how this clear one, it makes me think like, don't put it past what you had all under your nose the whole time, that this could mean, confirm it all. Let's pick a couple cards for this, since it got so interesting for you with the motherhood and all that mirroring. So first for you and for your twin. Healing and clarity of belief. Wow. Yeah, so we know what time it is. See, like, this person is letting that butterfly go, and they know it'll come back. There's an infinity symbol there, too. Let them heal, gain spiritual maturity, eat, and come back, as well as yourself. Base chakra, some knowing, oh wow, knowing, love and trust, see? So divine feminines are in the knowing, and continue to stay in the trust, you guys, as well as know that our acceptance or rejection is now. So use the knowledge that you can take to act accordingly, as well as having faith is a huge part of that, holding space. Divine masculine is dealing with perhaps like the motherhood aspects of himself, knowing that the next step is the next step. Like, there we go, forgot, following his dreams. It could be that his dreams is to be the patriarch of a family, and you meeting you, again, another card representing the Fool. And it takes a lot of spiritual maturity to get to the Fool, and willingness and understanding. The number 6, also love, understanding that this is it, and once they're in, so they don't want to mess it up. let this run its course, and it will be all fine. More importantly, just focus on yourself and your creativity, and of course, what will come for you, what is yours will come in divine timing. Divine masculine's message to you. He feels done. He feels done with all this tomfoolery, whatever has been happening, whether it be him being a hermit. See how she's like, are you gonna ever come out? Yeah, he's in it right now. But also, I'm getting the girls that you possibly think could have been happening with. He's checked out, dismissed them, and is not emotionally available for them. He's thinking about union and motherhood and stuff. It doesn't seem like a womanizer. It would feel totally discombobulated for him. You know, like all those thoughts and stuff. He would eventually stop doing that and be in alignment with his thoughts. See? He is totally in his own world right now. And I feel like even Jezebel's spirits can't even get a hold of him. So, for you and him to come. Alright? Nine of Coins, almost there, ending and completion, and these two are of even wits and respect. So that could be part of the challenge, is that you two are just so similar, but then again, you share the same eye. Remember, one of the same eyes. So 4 of Cups, perfect. He's going to not choose something that is in front of him because of apathy, like in that last card, the guy on the bed looking dead. And that's because Spirit is constantly talking to them, I think, about their soul responsibility, what they signed up for, and you being patiently divine feminine. Planetary cycles. Did you guys know, by the way, that all the planets are out in the sky? You can go check out 8 different planets in the sky. Like, there's Jupiter, there's Venus, all these. This is pretty crazy, if you ask me. It's like ascension. It means ascension. It means wake up. Everybody's here. Like, roll call. Alright? So surrender. Surrendering is happening. My voice is about to, it hurts. Like acid is in my throat, it feels. And by the way, so many things try to stop these 2 messages to you. It's insane. I never cut out at 20-something, 30 minutes. And look, it did it on your last video. But anyway, we gotta surrender and keep trotting along this enlightened way. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Real quick, your angels want to leave you with. In regards specifically to your divine union. Ask for help from others. That could mean, you know, it was a positive thing to ask for help for others. I know that I explained the cognitive function stuff that's I'm starting to get interested in, and we all as people need each other, need to learn. If you are a Leo or an ENFP like me, it could help to be with like an INTJ or INFJ, or someone who is just more direct in logic, because it'll help develop us better as people. Okay, whatever question you had coming into this about your divine masculine, the answer is yes. And if you look closely here, it's yin-yang, positive. Okay, purification as well as passion. So they go hand in hand. This man is for you. Ooh. We'll go ahead and read them then. This situation will improve. Recovery. Perfect. It goes along with healing, all that. Any other messages? Let go. I'm getting to tell you, they want me to tell you to let go of any insecurities, any doubts, any bad thoughts in your neighborhood. Don't make your mind a bad neighborhood for your divine masculine. To be like, whoa, there's like picketed signs all up over town for me. No. He's not Jesse James wanted. He is our divine masculine. And we have to act accordingly. So ask your angels for in times of help. Help of forgiveness, possibly so, like stuff of that nature, helping get through that, because when we forgive, we unlock that burden that is, and maybe it's perfect timing for you to do so, because he will feel it energetically, even if you just don't even say anything, or you just say Happy Thanksgiving or Happy Christmas and are energetically now not, are actually in forgiveness, meaning it to him, then he'll feel it. And guess what? We got the within a few next months card, and make sure you get more information, but also let your Divine Masculine get more information from you. If you want to do it indirectly, so it won't be so overwhelming for him, but just don't play mind games, you know, make it direct. Maybe put a song on for him or send it to him through an email or whatever. Put it on your page. Mark you. All that. So, control also ego and any bad thoughts. That's just the main focus besides your creativity and staying positive. It's just, yeah, don't let those things interrupt what's sacred and what's coming towards you. Like we said, this is their birthright within you. You are the matriarch. It's going to all come back into alignment now. Check out the stuff about the planets, because that's crazy. We got find balance, well-deserved, reward, and master. And we got 9 and teach. So make sure to teach what you learn to him. But in a way, it could be through your page, if you have a page, or through, you know, hey, check out this cool article. I don't know, just things that is not trying to harp on him so much, but it'll still help him blossom as well as you. Because we are mirrors, and it is going to happen that way. Love you. 51:51 on the clock.